Britain's coastline is a story written in chalk, limestone, and sand, carved by wind, tide, and time. From the white stacks of Dorset to the wild dunes of Wales, and from a chalk cathedral of cliffs to a harbour that shaped an empire. This is a journey along the edge of an island. 5 shores, 1 coastline. Let's begin.
At the eastern tip of the Jurassic coast, where Dorset meets the English Channel, 3 chalk stacks rise straight out of the sea. These are Old Harry Rocks, the last remaining fragment of a chalk ridge that once stretched all the way to the Isle of Wight, before the sea broke through and carried the rest away.
The tallest stack, Old Harry himself, stands like a lone sentinel, battered white by decades of salt spray. Beside him, a stump, all that remains of Old Harry's wife, who finally collapsed into the waves in the 1980s. It's a reminder that this coastline is not fixed. It is still being written, wave by wave.
Walk the cliff path here, and you're tracing the very start, or end, of the Southwest Coast Path. 90 miles of chalk grassland, wildflowers, and sheer drops, giving way to some of the most photographed views in England.
A few miles west along the same stretch of coast, the sea has carved something even more dramatic. Durdle Door, a natural limestone arch standing 200 feet high, framed against the water like a doorway to nowhere and everywhere at once. The rock here tells a story of collision. Millions of years ago, the movement of tectonic plates tilted these limestone bands almost vertical, and the relentless channel has spent millennia hollowing out the softer stone, leaving only the hardest ridge standing, an arch strong enough to survive, for now, what the sea has already done to the rock around it. Below, a curve of pale shingle beach draws swimmers and sunbathers in summer, while above, the coast path climbs steeply toward neighboring Lulworth Cove, one of the finest short walks on the entire Jurassic coast. Durdle Door isn't just a photograph, it's a lesson in patience, geology measured in eons, not afternoons. Cross into Wales, and the coastline changes character entirely. At Barmouth, on the Cardigan Bay coast, a vast sweep of golden sand stretches beneath the peaks of Snowdonia. Mountains meeting sea in a way found almost nowhere else in Britain. The town itself grew up where the Mawddach Estuary meets the Irish Sea, and the Victorian railway viaduct that spans it is still remarkably in daily use. A nearly half-mile crossing of timber and iron that once carried slate and now carries walkers and trains alike. Barmouth's beach is wide enough to lose a crowd in, backed by dunes and views that shift with the tide, mudflats and mountains at low water, a clean line of open sea at high. It's a quieter kind of drama than the chalk cliffs further south, not carved by collision, but shaped by a river, a mountain range, and centuries of Welsh maritime life. Further east, along the Sussex coast, the land rises and falls in a rhythm you can almost hear. The Seven Sisters, a series of brilliant white chalk cliffs rolling like waves frozen in stone. Unlike the more famous cliffs of Dover, these have never been reinforced by sea defenses, which is exactly why they look the way they do, raw, undeveloped, and constantly eroding. Each cliff face is a cross-section of deep time, layers of chalk formed from the skeletons of microscopic sea creatures that settled here when this was ocean floor tens of millions of years ago.
The walk along the clifftop, part of the South Downs Way, is deceptively tough. 7 steep climbs and descents in quick succession, but it rewards every step with views back toward the Cuckmere River winding through the valley below, and out across a channel that has been quietly, patiently taking these cliffs apart. Our journey ends closer to home, on the stretch of Solent coastline between 2 of England's great maritime cities. Setting out from Southampton, the waterside path follows Southampton water, past container ports and marinas, before joining the coast toward Portsmouth Harbour, one of the busiest natural harbours in the world. This water has carried history for 1,000 years. Tudor warships, Nelson's fleet, and D-Day convoys all passed through here. Today, the walk brings you past Royal Navy dockyards, the mast of HMS Victory rising above the rooftops, and finally to the harbour mouth itself, where the Spinnaker Tower marks the entrance like a modern lighthouse. It's a walk that connects 2 working ports, still shaping Britain's relationship with the sea. A fitting final stretch for a coastline defined everywhere by the same restless water. Chalk stacks, limestone arches, chalk cliffs, mountain sands, and a working harbor. 5 shores shaped by the same tides. The coastline of Britain isn't a fixed line on a map. It's a living edge, still being written, and it's waiting